Hello, my little friends. Today I've got a story for you, which was a story that I liked when I was a little girl. That's a very long time ago. It's called The Three Little Pigs. Have you heard that story before? You have? It's a good one, isn't it? Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who lived in a very small house with their mother. One day their mother gathered them all together and said, "It is time that you left our little house and built your own homes." The three little pigs said goodbye to their mother, and as they set off down the road, she called after them, "Beware the wolf doesn't catch you and eat you." Soon they met a man who was carrying some straw. "May I have some of your straw?" said the first little pig. "I want to build a straw house for myself." So the man gave the first little pig some straw to build a house. "Now I am sure to be safe from the wolf," said the first little pig. Do you think he will be? The other two little pigs went on their way, and soon they met a man who was carrying some sticks. "May I have some of your sticks?" said the second little pig. "I want to build a wooden house for myself." So the man gave the second little pig some sticks to build a house. "Now I am sure to be safe from the wolf," said the second little pig. Will she? The third little pig continued down the road all by himself. Soon he met a man who was carrying some bricks. "May I have some of your bricks?" said the third little pig. "I want to build a brick house for myself." So the man gave the third little pig some bricks to build a house. And here's a picture of the man carrying the bricks. "Now I am sure to be safe from the wolf," said the third little pig. Well, the very next day, the wolf came to the first little pig's house of straw. It's a pretty little house of straw, but is it strong enough? Little pig, let me come in," cried the wolf. But the first little pig replied, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, you may not come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and the house of straw fell to pieces, and the wolf ate up the first little pig. The next day, the wolf came to the second little pig's house of sticks. Little pig, let me come in," he cried. But the second little pig replied, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, you may not come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. The house of the sticks fell to pieces, and the wolf ate up the second little pig. The next day, the wolf came to the third little pig's house of bricks. Little pig, let me come in," he cried. But the third little pig replied, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, you may not come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. But the steadfast house of bricks did not fall down. The wolf was very annoyed, but then he had an idea. Be ready at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, little pig, and I shall take you to Farmer Jones's field to find some delicious truffles. Sounds like a trick to me. The little pig said he would be ready at 6 o'clock, but the little pig was very clever and he knew that the wolf really wanted to eat him. So the next morning he set off an hour earlier at 5 o'clock. The little pig ran all the way to Farmer Jones's field, filled his basket with truffles and hurried home. When the wolf arrived at the pig's house to find he'd been tricked, he was very cross. But then the wolf had another idea. Be ready at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, he said to the little pig, and I shall take you to Farmer Edwards's oak tree to gather some tasty acorns. The little pig said that he would be ready at 5 o'clock, but he was smart. Instead, he set off at 4 o'clock the next morning. He ran all the way to Farmer Edwards's oak tree, and he'd already climbed to the top of the tree and begun to collect acorns when the wolf found him there. The little pig saw the wolf coming and he threw an acorn as far as he could. The wolf ran after it. In a flash, the little pig jumped down from the tree and raced home as fast as he could. When the wolf found out that he had been outwitted again, he was furious. He went to the little pig's house and banged on the door. Little pig, he cried, I am going to climb down your chimney and eat you up. You won't escape me this time. The little pig was very, very frightened indeed. What could he do? He thought, and then he had an idea. He hurriedly put a huge pot of water on the fire to boil and waited. The wolf climbed awkwardly down the chimney. I'm coming to get you, little pig, the wolf yelled in triumph. But there was no lid on the little pig's pot. The wolf tumbled in with a splash right into the boiling water. And that was the end of the wolf. And there's a picture of him coming down the chimney. He's licking his lips. And the little pig with the cooking pot. What a clever little pig. Yes, Connie? Connie thinks he's the cleverest little pig. Bye-bye now. Bye.